Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is February 2nd, and it's a Monday. I hope everybody's doing well after the Pats game, and of course, they won. Exciting ending, that's for sure. Probably one of the best games I've seen, but now we're buried here in the Northeast, and we're going to hit up a couple of charts here to try and make some money this week. But we're going to first take a look at GPRO. Well, after it failed this trend line here, it's trying to regain it again. But we'll have to move this down and count it like that because we do have a double bottom in place right here. So she's just treading water right now, and that's all she's doing. She's waiting for earnings, but nice little move, nice and consistent. So if this is going to be a true bottom here, we can expect this trend line to get hit in the short term, but we still have stochastics getting ready to turn to the downside, and also your derivative oscillator is curling over. So don't look too much into this. We'll have to see what happens. It's really not that big of a move. But if we can catch the upside on it, we can also catch the downside on it. So that's GPRO. Really not doing anything right now. Just a little bit worth playing the options during the day. PCLN, not at 860 yet, but yeah, that was a little candle I drew. Not at 860 yet, but it's stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's for sure. Okay, so we have, this double top here, this triple bottom here. Well, actually, yeah, double bottom sitting here, and it has not decided what it's going to do yet. Good bounce back today, pulling it back up to the top of this and just stopped short of breaking through it. But as you can see, your derivative oscillator is heading to the downside. You can't see the average true range too well from where you are. There we go. That's definitely moving down. There's really not much confidence in the upside at this point. It's just a matter of it failing this line before it totally tanks, or it jumps this line and comes up to the middle Bollinger Band and then decides to go somewhere. But we do have a target of 1200 at some point, and hopefully we're going to get down to this 860 and fill this gap prior to earnings, because that will be one hell of a trade if we can get this. Because if they beat, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal to the upside, or it's going to be a major death roll. But I don't see that happening, only because if you look at the monthly, you're getting very oversold right now, and you can see it's pretty ugly right here. But it's trying to hold the bottom right here on February 1st. We got a first green candle here. We're going to have to see what happens if we're going to get continuation, and not relative strength index is at 41. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. If you're not a member, make sure you join us, because we'll be monitoring this, and you know how much money this will make you when we get these ginormous moves. We've been playing this perfectly so far, and we're going to continue playing it perfectly. All right, Amazon. Why Amazon? Because what a move. Let's try this again. What a move. We called with our members to get calls. We got the calls, and so far the calls that we did prior to earnings were they went from 450, and I think they're right around 38.50 right now. So $4.58 to 38.50. We do have the target that's going to get filled. That's right about here. Before we pull down, that's going to be a gap right here. So and then you're going to find support right here afterwards. So it's going to be in this channel here. But we should tag this for probably about probably get about 50, 60, 70 bucks on those. So a hell of a win if you were in that, along with all the other ones that we've been doing. So we already looked at GoPro. Let's take a look at USO. USO, our members have been in this for a little while. And we're getting ready to get out of it, I think. I think right around this 50, if we can get there, that should be good enough. Nice little bounce, but it's going to be a short-lived bounce for oil, so don't get too excited. It's definitely oversold, and it needed to pull up a little bit. So USO, you got the upper Bollinger Band right here on 1924. We could stop peeling profits between 19 and 21. And that's as simple as that. AU is another one, all right? We can get pretty excited about this one, because this one has been doing fantastic for us. We're up very healthy on this one. Right in the upper Bollinger Band. Should break out of that upper Bollinger Band tomorrow. I think we're going to tag this 1367, and then from there we're going to head south. All right, CMG earnings are coming. Actually, let's look at UPS, because we had a call on that one before close, what we're going to do for that one. But we do have an upper gap that needs to get filled way up here, right about 111. It's at 100 right now, has a triple bottom in place right now. Looks pretty good. Relative strength index is oversold. Everything is oversold on it. So we're starting to get a nice little level off here on the derivative oscillator. Starting to get a nice little level off also on the stochastic. So if we get a beat tomorrow, then look for this to be a very lucrative upside win. We did come down and fill this gap as planned perfectly. 98, we tagged it and closed the gap. So now all we have is the upper gap. So the beautiful short on this, and now a beautiful trade to the upside will work just fine. CMG will be coming in also with earnings, and we'll take a look at that one real quick right here. As you can see, this is a trend line right here. We've been playing it short off the bottom. Nice little bounce with the market today. There isn't anything isn't going to happen until they announce the earnings. So there's a couple of areas to be concerned about. One is this gap right here, 600, and the middle Bollinger Band, 50-day and the 100-day, and the lower downtrend line. So there's a few areas that we can target. If any miss on any upside, we know what's going to happen. All right, this is Matt over at Milestone Capital Growth Portfolio.com. Make sure you join us during the earnings season. We are live and we are scoring big time. All right, special offer right now. If you buy the gold membership, which includes the chat room and everything on the website, including all the training videos, that will only cost you $9.99, and that will give you a full year of coverage, and you'll probably make that in a few days. So we will see you on the other side. So just click on this video if you're watching it on YouTube, and if you're not watching it on YouTube and you're on our website, then make sure you click the link underneath the video, and that will get you your membership. All right, everyone, have yourself a fantastic night. We'll see you tomorrow for a big week of earnings plays.